I work in an office that technically closes at 6 p.m., but not everyone leaves. I didn't notice it at first. It started small little things you ignore when you are tired. The sound of typing when no one was around. I'm a data analyst. Deadlines don't care about closing hours, so I usually stay late. By 8 p.m., the entire fifth floor is empty, just me humming fluorescent lights and the cleaning staff occasionally passing through, at least. That's what I thought. One night, around 8:43 p.m., I heard it. Typing, fast, aggressive. Like someone trying to meet a deadline. I froze. Because I was the only one logged into the system, I checked the office floor, empty. Every desk, every chair, every cubicle. But when I got back to mine, my monitor was on. I always lock my screen when I leave. This time, it wasn't locked, and there was something typed on it. A sentence. I didn't write it. "You stayed late again." I laughed it off. Nervous reflex. Maybe I forgot. Maybe I typed it earlier, but deep down, I knew I didn't. That was the first night. I should have left early after that. I didn't. The next night, I decided to test something. I stayed late again. Same time, same desk, same silence. 8:43 p.m. I waited. Nothing happened, no typing, no sounds. I almost felt stupid. Then, my phone buzzed. A calendar notification. Meeting, 8:45 p.m. I frowned. I don't schedule meetings at night. I opened it. No organizer name. No participants. Just one line in the description, "You'll miss it again." My chest tightened. I checked the office booking system. Conference room B was reserved. Right now, that made no sense. I walked over. The hallway felt longer than usual. The lights flickered once, then steadied. When I reached the door, I heard voices. Low, muffled like a meeting in progress. I froze. There shouldn't be anyone here. Slowly, I opened the door. The room was empty. Completely empty. But the projector was on. And on the screen was a spreadsheet. My spreadsheet, with changes I hadn't made, cells filled in, numbers corrected, improved. Someone had finished my work. Behind me, the door clicked shut. I went straight to it the next morning. They checked system logs. And that's when things got worse. There was another login. Samey username. Samey password. Samey workstation. But at a time I wasn't there. 2:17 a.m. I laughed again. I don't work at 2 a.m. I was home, asleep. There was no remote access either. The login came from inside the building, from my desk. I asked security for footage. They hesitated, then showed me 2:17 a.m. my desk. Simone was sitting there typing. The angle was bad. Grainy, but the shape, the posture, it looked like me. Not similar, not close, exactly me. Samey clothes I wore that day. Samey hairstyle. Samey everything. Except, it never once looked at the camera. I started leaving earlier. But curiosity is a dangerous thing. So I asked one person who's always there late. The cleaner. His name is Musa. He's been working there for years. Knows everything. Sees everything. I asked him if he's ever noticed anything strange. He didn't answer immediately. Just kept wiping the desk. Then he said something that made my stomach drop. "You work too much." I forced a laugh. "Yeah, deadlines." He shook his head. I mean, both of you." Silence? "What do you mean?" I asked. He looked at me. Dead serious. "You leave at night, but you come back later." I couldn't sleep that night. So I did something stupid. I went back to the office. At 1:50 a.m., I hid. Lights off, phone silent. I waited. 2:17 a.m., right on time. The elevator dinned, my heart stopped. Footsteps. Slow, calm, familiar. The person walked straight to my desk. Saturday down. Turned on the computer. I leaned forward slightly and saw the screen light up. Then, I saw the face, mine. But not, something was off. The expression too focused. Too empty. It started typing immediately. No hesitation, no checking notes. Just typing like it already knew everything. Then it spoke. Softly, barely audible. "You're too slow." The next day, my boss called me in. He was impressed. "Too impressed. Your productivity has doubled," he said. I forced a smile. "You're catching mistakes before they happen, predicting outcomes. This is next level." I didn't tell him the truth. How do you explain that something else is doing your work? That something else is better than you. Every file I opened had changes, better formulas, cleaner logic, perfect predictions. I started relying on it. That's the worst part. I stopped questioning it. Then I found the note, printed, left on my desk, no timestamp. No sender. Just one line. You're falling behind. Underneath it, a list, my tasks, deadlines. And next to each one, a time. 2:17 a.m. Every single one. I started comparing data. My work versus its work. There was a pattern. It wasn't just fixing mistakes, it was predicting future errors. Events that hadn't happened yet, client issues, system failures, market shifts, all predicted accurately, days in advance. It wasn't working faster, it was working ahead. Like it already knew what would happen. I dug deeper into system archives. Old records, and I found something. A file hidden created years ago. Before I even joined, it had a name, Second Shift T Protocol. Inside, logs, employees, multiple, all high performers. All worked late, all had productivity spikes. Then, they resigned. Suddenly, no notice, no explanation, just gone. And the final log entry for each one, replacement stabilized. I confronted it. This time, they didn't deny it. One of them finally spoke, quietly. This building runs an experimental system. My heart pounded. A predictive AI model, he continued. It learns from employees, replicates behavior, optimizes output. I stared at him. That thing is me, he nodded. Not exactly. It's a better version of you. That night, I went back again. 2:17 a.m. I didn't hide this time. I walked straight to my desk, and there it was. Already sitting, already working. It looked at me for the first time and smiled. Not creepy, not evil, just confident. You're holding us back, it said. We can do more without you. My throat went dry. What happens if I leave? I asked. It didn't hesitate. Nothing changes. I didn't quit. I stopped going back at night. I stopped checking the logs, stopped asking questions, and my life improved. Less stress, more sleep, better performance. Because the work was still getting done. Perfectly. Every morning. At 2:17 a.m. A few months later, my boss promoted me, said I was irreplaceable. I almost laughed, because I know the truth. I already have been replaced. I just still show up during the day. And sometimes, when I stay a little too late, I see my screen flicker and a message appear. Just for a second, you're still too slow.